Tread carefully on thin ice when supersizing and growing your business. Sharon Horne-Ellstrom here. A little bit of Elsa, a little bit of Frozen in the morning. It's been definitely a frozen, not in the physical sense in my area. We actually have had rain for days around Christmas, which I don't remember the last year we had just rain, rain, rain. It's been unseasonably warm and rainy, which isn't awesome. I always like a little bit of white on Christmas to go with the Christmas lights. But today our idiom is on thin ice, and I contend that we need to tread cautiously or carefully when we are walking on thin ice, or when we're skating on thin ice, or when we're on thin ice at all. Where I live, usually the river freezes over and people actually drive across the river on the ice. But of course, not until it is thoroughly frozen and at least a foot or so thick, before you would ever, before you should walk, drive any vehicle, including snowmobiles, four-wheelers, cars, etc. on ice. I'm not an ice expert, but I do know I'm not going out there unless it's really, really thick. So this idiom is relatively new. It's from given credit to Ralph Waldo Emerson in Prudence, which is from 1841. It alludes to the danger of being on ice that isn't thick enough to support our weight or what it is that we're doing, usually walking or driving or something on the ice. You need to make sure that the ice is thick enough or it is not a safe passage. So it's true of our business as well. In our businesses, there are risks and rewards, and we have to weigh the risks versus the possible consequences of something not working out for us. That applies to our business practices, our strategies, our systems, our processes, our choices of vendors and partners, our choices of customers, right? If we choose the wrong customers, we're going to struggle, and it's going to take us longer to supersize and grow our business than if we serve the people that are right for us and the people that we are absolutely positively right for. So curious about your experience with this particular idiom or expression. I definitely have been on thin ice before, both in my businesses, my life, my literally physically on thin ice, cracking underneath your feet skating when I was younger. But that is, again, a tale for another day. Share in the comments below your thoughts and experience with this particular idiom. I just say no to a lot of things nowadays that are questionable when it comes to, am I going to partner with somebody? No. Am I going to use somebody's products or services? No. And I have my own criteria for deciding my yes and no, my go and my no go. And mostly is it consistent with my mission, vision, principles, values, and purpose? And if it's not, then it's an absolute no. I'm not even going to waste my time considering it. If it is consistent with what I'm trying to create with my business and how I want to make the world a better place, if it's not going to make the world a better place, I'm going to choose not to participate. But that is for each and every one of us to decide. How do we want to show up in the world? What kind of an example are we going to set? What kind of business are we going to build and grow? And guess what? That's going to change over time too. The businesses that I grew when I was younger are very, very different than the businesses I work with, and grow nowadays. Why? Because I've changed and grown. And what's important to me now is different than what was important to me back then. That's what happens when you're in business long enough. All right. Any questions? Hit me up. Share your comments and your concerns and your thoughts on thin ice below. And I'll, of course, see you tomorrow with another interesting idiom. What does it mean? Where does it come from? And how might you use it to supersize and grow your business? This one, I say, just be careful, stay out of risky business, and stay off the thin ice. All right. Have a great day. I'll be with you tomorrow.